Gabriel. I am 35 years old. I'm a mathematician. I work as a data scientist in a food tech company in Quebec. I speak French, and I have a daughter, and I'm married.
All right. And what about you, Charles?
Hello, guys. At first, let me say, como ça va, Gabriel, from Quebec?
Très
My
bien.
name my name is Charles Lopes, 43 years old, married, 2 daughters. I was born in Brasília, capital of Brazil, furacão. 8 years of this furacão nowadays. But right now I live in Calgary, Canada. And I will be a neighbor from Gabriel in a few months, I guess. That's it about me.
Yes. June, 1st June.
All right. So my name is Jean. I'm 19 years old. I am software engineering student at the university. And I'm here to learn English with all of you. In my free time, I really like to run at the street and play and watch soccer on TV. And I like to watch series and read books too in my free time. That's it. So guys, let's start answering the questions. So Charles, can you choose any question here and choose someone to start answering?
Amen. For me, it's difficult to read the question because I'm on my cell phone.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit boosted right now. I'm lunch and talk with you. Yeah,
no problem.
I would not confess this, but yeah, don't have other way. Yeah.
No problem. All right. So Gabriel, so choose one question, please, and choose someone to answer.
Okay. Smart codes. Do you, for Eduardo, do you think, question number 4, do you think smart clothes will be more affordable in the future?
Yes, I think for now the smart clothes, it's very so it's uncomfortable. Yeah. So I think in the future the sensors including in smart clothes, it will be smaller than there today. Okay. I think these sensors in the smart textile is in the futures will be more smaller. The sensor is smaller, in my opinion. And about you, Gabriel, do you think?
I think yes, because with the when we produces the stuff in a large scale, it's more it's cheaper, and it's this, but I don't heard a lot about smart clothes. Just I think it's the wearables like smartwatch, smart glass, but it's smart clothes. It's very new for me. It's here in Quebec we need smart clothes to hit us, and it's very hard to keep our fitting
Quebec.
hot when I ride the bike in the winter, minus 15, 15, minus 25. It's very hard. But I find I don't know if it can be considered a smart cloth, but it's just a socks with like a resistance plugged in a battery to warm us. Not very smart, just to heat, just to warm. I buy this for this winter before I lost my feet.
Gabriel, do you live in Quebec?
Yes, Quebec City.
Yeah. About the smart clothes, I am working the company. In this company where I am working, we have a project about the smart clothes. So there is a company in Quebec to sell smart clothes. Is, in my opinion, it's top one about the smart clothing. It's in Quebec, yes. But it's more expensive for now. The price around 800 euros.
Wow.
Yes. But this smart search, in my opinion, for now, more researchers. But the customers, it's more expensive yet.
It's just like a fabric technology, tecido.
Yes.
It's not connected to Wi-Fi or stuff like that. It's just a technology fabric.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, we have the textile. So inside this textile, we have some sensors. For example, ECG, accelerometers, so on. Jean, how about you? Do you think?
Yes, I think when in the future we will produce more smart clothes. Here in Brazil, it's so hard to find something to buy like this. But of course, when we produce more and more people have had access to this kind of technology, more cheaper this kind of product will sell for us, right? And will become more affordable. Here, it's so hard to find things like this. The soccer players here use a kind of smart cloth to track how kilometers he or she run per mats. All right. So I think that's so good, but of course it's so expensive. But I really believe that in the future more people will have access of this kind of technology and this kind of clothes. But here in Brazil, I think it's a long future. And what about you, Charles? What do you think?
Oh man, listen, you all talk. I feel a little bit excited about this technology, but in my point of view, it's so early to discuss about price.
Yeah.
I think it's our future. We cannot go away this, but nowadays it's early to talk about price. I think Gabriel told a little bit about this. Maybe we are in the sci-fi area yet. We are studying about yet, and we have a long way to run, to walk until achieve some. Let me see. Maybe available clothes for everyone, and maybe we have waited a little. But yeah, I think this is the way, and one day we will achieve this goal, I guess. That's it, my point of view, man.
Yes, I agree with you. So Eduardo, can you choose any question here to someone to answer?
Okay. Okay. Uh, number one, what have you heard about smart clothes? Okay. I can answer the question. For now, because because my work, I study a lot, and during my researches, I saw and I saw and about some smart clothes. So the very general, the very common, smart clothes, it's a smart shirt. A smart shirt is very common. So smart pants. I heard about smart pants, smart underwear, smart underwear. I read a paper, and so it's very the most common in this inside this smart textile is very common. Smart shirt. Smart shirt is very common. Okay, smart socks. Smart socks because you have they have sensors about the how do you walk and the correct form about the walking, so on. About you, Jean, number one.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never searched or heard it before prepare this material. But when I started to prepare these questions, I researched a little bit. I searched a little bit about it, and I find good points about smart clothes. And the most important thing I think is the possibility of use this kind of clothes for health of people that use. For example, we saw in this video that we can use this kind of smart clothes to help the people with some disease. The doctors can use the patients can use this kind of smart clothes to the doctors monitor some vital signals, right? And I think that's a future of some treatments, some thing that we haven't today. Of course, we have some smart gadgets that you can see this kind of information. For example, smartwatch. But I think with smart clothes, it will become more useful for the patient and more accessible for us. Because, for example, if you use a smartwatch, we have a lot of things that we don't use. But when we have a smart cloth that is specific for monitor one health problem, I think it will be so good for the patient and the doctor too. And what do you think, Gabriel?
The first time I heard about that, it's here. It's not. I'm not there. Yeah, and that's the problem. It's in Brazil, it's very expensive. The new stuff, and we have economic problems to block the propagation of new things, new ideas, etc. Like VR for
Yeah, here in Brazil, normal clothes are expensive too. So smart clothes, it's impossible to imagine.
And yeah, the average Brazilian has other priorities.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I choose another question to continue.
Can you
No,
can you
Charles needs to
Ah,
answer.
okay, Charles.
No,
Go
don't worry.
ahead.
Can you choose, because I don't listen so much about the smart clothes. What I listen or what I read about, running the same way the smartwatch, and I think it's the technology more close that the to be reality. I think, yeah. I think that the first clothes, smart clothes, will be available for us, will be like a smartwatch, and they will only receive some vital signs from our body. And I think it's the more easy step, because we nowadays we have a smartwatch, and I think it's the good way to start. But like you said in this conversation, I think it's a reality not to not for today. I think we will um, spend a long time until we have a, a good products available for everyone. I guess that's it. I guess. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Jean. It's up to you.
Yeah, let me choose some question. The question number 5. So, Charlize, how do you think smart clothing can help a person?
Oh man, I think smart things help us a lot. And the smart clothes, it's not different. I'm not. I'm don't work in the area from you guys. I know Gabriel, Eduardo, and you work in this area. I'm not in this area, TE or things like that. But I know technology come to facilitate our life, and maybe can help us a lot. Yeah, I can imagine like nowadays we have a smartwatch. They can in real time monitoring our cardiac uh, batment. I don't know cardiac. I don't know how I can say this in English, but things like that. You can imagine one clothes can monitoring your life and can point for you. You will be a heart attack right now, and I'm doing a devaneio. I'm trying to think outside the box, but I think that's it. Imagine you, the your T-shirt can tell you, oh, COVID, it's in your body right now, and your temperature will increase in 10 minutes. Go ahead, man, take some pills. Yeah, well, some devaneios, but I think it's in this direction. Of course, smart things come to facilitate our life and beyond and the infinite. Oh my gosh, man, that's it, I guess.
Yeah, I
Gabriel,
believe.
can you? Sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Gabriel.
Okay, I think it's like the person has a circulation problem, like varices. If the fabric stretch and relax and change the temp, the not the change the not temperature, the for improve or for activate circulation can be very nice. And but I would like to have just a t-shirt with warming cells to hit my body, to not have need a coat, because the winter winter clothes is very hard. Is very not very hard, but it's
Uncomfortable.
yeah, it's not good to make exercise, to
Yeah,
work,
that's
to
true.
walk, and it's you lost a lot of mobility, and you like it's Michelin bonhomme. puppet, and it's a lot of weight in. It's like a 7 kilos of of equipment.
Yeah. And what about you, Eduardo? What do you think?
In my opinion, for now, it's possible helping a person, but in my opinion, the smart shirts for now works. It's works similar smartwatch, for example. Okay, smartwatch in the smartwatch you have many sensors. For example, ECG, heart graph, and it depends the smartwatch.
Yeah.
But for example, in my company we have a smartwatch, a smart shirt, and with smart shirt helping elder people, because for example, the person who uses smart shirt and so on fall. So we have a fall detection system, for example. Some smartwatch, there are two, in my opinion. So yes. In my opinion, in this field, smart clothing helping more healthy area. In my opinion, it will very important. It will be very important in the healthy area, in my opinion. So yes, I think it's smart clothing will help a person.
Yeah, I agree with you. Exactly what I talked before. I think it's so important, this kind of technology in a health situations, to monitor the vital signs. All right. As the smart gadgets.
But sorry, but
No problem, go ahead.
do you think, for example, 10 years ago, I never imagined I am using smartwatch, for example. So
Yeah.
for days, for now, in my opinion, it's cheaper, smartwatch, and we have many sensors. But in the future, I think we all people about all people, we will using smart shirts and smart shirts, but only visualization the data, the vital signals, for example. So it's about this data. It will help found some anomalies. So it's my opinion. So in the future, but how years, for example, which each years in the future we will use it, I don't know. It depends the economics, it depends the researches and so on. It's the money, for example.
Yeah. As a smart thing, all right, the companies that sell this kind of smart clothes can had access of the data generated with these smart clothes to know some informations about the customers that use what the most problem of the customers that make these users buy a smart code, for example. But I think this kind of technology will use more in a health area and in a at the sports area too. Now, right now here in Brazil, we have uh, all the teams, all of the big teams use this kind of technology with the soccer players to monitor exactly the vital signs of the players, how kilometers they run, and what is the velocity with the match. All right, and I think it's the future of the sports area and the health area to monitor the data of the users.
Yeah.
But that's it. I think everybody have answered. So, Gabriel, can you choose any question and someone to answer?
Okay. I choose number 2. Have you ever seen or owned any clothing that could be considered smart? Uh, Not seen. I because I have a tech fit t-shirt. Tech fit t-shirt. Maybe it's not a smart cloth, but in my word, this is. Uh, I I watch many ads from Insider t-shirt in the YouTube videos I watch. It's like it's just a little a begin, but can be considered a smart cloth. That's all. No, and the socks I said I saw in Amazon, but just in the website, not in with a people or another face to face. I here in Canada, it's we have some device. No, it's not a device. It's a gadget. It's like a pocket, a little pocket. Inside this pocket, we have like some chemical composites, and when you shake this warms, and in the it's like a acid, or it's like a not like pólvora, but not explosive. And you put this in your gloves or in your socks, and with when you start the movement, like it's a very cold day, you go to make snowboard or ski. It's good to because it's very hard keep the extremities hot. Our body, our legs is good, but the feet, the hands, and the ears is very difficult. It's not a cloth, but it's a helper.
All right. And what about you, Charles?
Oh,
Question
you
number
can
2.
imagine it. You can imagine I don't have, and I did not have a smartwatch. Now you can imagine the smart clothes.
Yeah.
I think they called my TV smart TV, but I'm not sure about that. And the one smart thing that I have it's my smartphone, and it's a old one. Yes, that's it, I guess. But yeah,
Yes. Me too.
I think in the future I can buy some smart clothes, but I never saw. For today, it's so early for talk about have or buy something like that. That's it.
Yes. I never owned any smart clothes, and I never see here in Brazil. I never saw here in Brazil to buy any smart clothes. I think it's so hard. As I said on the first time that I heard about this topic was when I was writing this question that I started to search about. But as you Charles said, it's so far off our reality here in Brazil. Because as I said here, normal clothes it's so expensive too. So we cannot imagine how would be the price of this kind of smart clothing. And what about you, Eduardo? What do you think?
I don't have it, but I saw because the company I am working about this. So yes, it's considered about smart church. So it's simple smart church because by price. For example, we have a smartwatch. Okay, it's smartwatch. We can buy this smartwatch around so I don't know 30 euros, for example, a Xiaomi. So, but inside a smartwatch, we have ECG, accelerometers, gyroscope, and so on, oximeter, and we have many sensors inside this smartwatch. So, okay, 30 years. So when we bought a smart shirt from Canada, we paid around 100 euros. So it's more expensive. It's the same sensors inside the smartwatch. Okay, so yeah, yes, I consider a smartwatch for this outside our reality. Okay, outside and your reality. So only I see only smart shirts. I can say.
All
Can
right,
I choose another question?
of course, go ahead.
Okay, number. Okay, okay. What's the okay? Number nine. Number nine. Do you buy any smart clothes? Which one? So I would like smart clothes. So, but for now, we said about the price. It's very expensive. But for me, I would like it to have one smart short because for example, when I ride a bicycle, I would like I would like to have a smart shorts or smart pants because the pressure sensor and the short. Another smart clothes I would like to have smart shirts. For example, when I go to the gym or when I go, I am walking or run. I would like to see my vital signs. But to buy for now, it's very expensive, and only smart watching it's enough. About you, Gabriel? Number nine, do you buy any smart clothes in the future? I don't know.
No, I don't know because I'm poor and I have I try to have a frugal life, and I don't know it's frugal, it's okay, but frugal in Portuguese, it's my dream, not your dream, my goal, it's retire early, and I try not to
No.
spend my money off clothes or not just like the food, but it's a joke. I buy warming socks for this winter.
Uh,
It's just $60, $60 or $70, because last winter, after 1 hour in a bike, you have no more sense of your feet.
no.
It's because in a bike your feet it's stopped alors the blood don't circulate. It's very hard. When I ride bike, it's keep off the bike, walk for 10 minutes to rearm my feet and go to the bike because I love the long rides in bike. Yeah, I think it's the warming socks can be help me. Just warming socks. And you, Charles?
Oh, Gabriel, thank you for asking. Let put the price outside this conversation, because
Yeah.
if we think about price, don't have much. To me, like you, I have other priorities than spend money with this. But let's imagine uh, this clothes. It's not so expensive, and I would like to come back in one idea there you bring about clothes that can help us in some varices and some things like that. I think it's a good idea. For us here in Canada, maybe some clothes there can warm our body when the weather start to be too much cold, I guess. Help our circulation, and some gloves. I know you know better than me. It's difficult sometimes. We put clothes. Um,
A good glove,
I,
not a good glove. It's 200.
uh, and
Very expensive.
I think I like too much to listen music. Mainly reggae. It's my favorite. My favorite. I don't know. I can say styles of music, I guess. And some clothes there I can make some calls or listen some music. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, the the sky it's the limit. I have a lot of things there I would like to try, and yeah, maybe play some uh Battlefield in some clothes. Think about that. Oh my gosh, man. I'm like video games too, and I should try some technology things someday. Sorry, Jean, for make a mess in your meeting, but yeah, it's a crazy subject, and we can travel in our dream. That's it, man.
Yeah, that's totally true. And in my case, I would like to buy, as I said, I like a lot to run. So I'd like to have maybe some smart shoes, for example, that can track where I run, the velocity, something like this, and give me some tips of how to run better. For example, I know that we have some smartwatches that already give us some information about where we run. But of course, I think when we use it in a specific equipment like shoes that we use a lot to run, probably the data generated with this kind of smartphone probably will be more specific than smartwatch, for example. So in my case, I would like to buy smart shoes, but of course, it's so hard. Uh, but I will not talk about price. All right. If I have the opportunity, I would buy this. That's it. So, Gabriel, can you choose any question for us?
Yes. Do you believe that number 7? Do you believe that there are challenges for the production of smart clothes? The big challenge for me it's become more affordable to the customers, and maybe concerns about climate change, and because like a battery in the electric cars, to produce a battery, to extract nickel, it's the big machine that runs up to in oil engines. It's like a bullshit. There is no green cars, and at some point the all stuff. Now we have the for Python programmers the Greenpeace people tells the Python expands a lot of energy in comparison to another language like C++. It's true, but it's very easy learning Python. It's not easy C++. And at this point, anyone watch. It's just the word. It's walk to the bad thing. It's just see the glass half empty. And I think in the future, is all smart stuff in smart clothes too can be this type of problem. The Greenpeace people, it's no smart clothes. It's not good for the environment, and we go blocks and like it's my opinion. But first of that, it's the price gain scale and the produce more to be cheaper, to be not very expensive like they are now.
Yes, I think the production of this kind of smart clothes, the biggest difficult isn't the technology, all right? We already have a lot of technology, so I think to produce it will not be hard. But I think the really difficult is to become it accessible to all of the people, and make good solutions for convince people to buy smart clothes. I think that's the main challenge of the companies that will produce this kind of technology. The technology isn't the problem. I think to convince people buy something like this is the big challenge of this kind of companies. And what do you think, Charles?
I think I don't have nothing for add because Gabriel broke some good points and you mentioned two good points too. I think sustainability it's the name there we should have in our mind nowadays, and this production put in check the sustainability and the
You are muted, Charles. Oh, I think Eduardo needs to. Charlie?
Sorry, guys. Can you keep the meeting? I need to left right now. Bye.
Okay, bye. See you. So, Eduardo, can you answer?
I agree with you. It's convincing the customers, né? So, but also the large scale, it's for now it's very difficult, very hard in my opinion. So, but inside in the healthy field, healthy area, it's more easy convincing inside this area, in my opinion. But so I don't know, in the future, when we will have a smart home and the smart all smart, smart kitchen, smart room. So
Yeah.
who know? Who know? It's I don't know. I don't know. In the future.
Yeah, I think it's so far of us today, this kind of reality. But I think in the future, probably it will become more accessible for us.
Yes.
I don't know if all of the clothes will become smart. If t-shirts, for example, or the pants, but probably it will be accessible for us in the future. So, guys, Murilo, how was the conversation in your breakout room? Did you enjoy this topic?
It was very good because smart people's let me think, helps a lot in the future. And for example, babies, when babies feeling very cold, for example, with smart codes can can be hot in your body, yeah, in the exact moment, or for example, babies feeling angry, yeah, if you're angry, and quotes can be useful too. Yeah, there are many situations for use.
And what about you, Bruna? Did you enjoy this topic?
Yes, I did. It was very
So,
good.
can you answer the question number 5 for us? How do you think smart clothing can help a person?
I think the smart clothes can help with the healthy to predict some disease that
Yeah.
can get in the future. I don't know, heart attack or some problem with the blood pressure. I don't know. I think something like that.
All right. And what about you, Lucy? Did you enjoy this topic?
Yes, it was very new for me. I didn't know that was possible, but for technology, everything is possible, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So can you answer the question 9 for us? Would you buy any smart clothes? Which one?
Mm, I wouldn't buy because I like technology, but right now, I don't think this will be a good match for me because I don't like get connected ever all the time with something. And I already have a cell phone that's very addicted. So I don't know if these clothes can be 100% good. So right now, my answer is no.
All right. That's true. I think right now it's so hard to find one clothes to buy. And when it become normal to find in a store, for example, it in the begin at the beginner so it will be so expensive for us. Let to finish this topic, I will send a survey link here on the chat. So I really would like to all of you answer this survey, and you can share if you like or dislike this topic, and you can share another topics, and I will read all of your opinions, and we will prepare the material for our next topic. This specific topic is smart clothes. It's any one of you, someone of you tell for me to prepare this in the survey. So I will read all the answers of this survey too to prepare the material for the next week. All right. I think for today it did, and I hope see all of you at the next week here to talk about technology too. All right, guys. That's it for today, and I hope see all of you the next week. Bye. See you. Good night.
Thank you.
And
Bye
nice
bye.
thing.
Yeah.
Good
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.
See you.
Everyone, bye bye.